Have you ever picked up your phone for a quick task, only to find yourself mindlessly scrolling for an hour or even more? It happens, but why? Well, it's algorithms. They're designed to be addictive. But who makes them this way? And is it ethical? This is what we call an ethical dilemma, a situation where there's no clear right or wrong answer, and it requires deeper analysis to reach a conclusion. Social media and its algorithms can be both inspiring and connecting, yet numbing and harmful. A huge part of today's social media platforms, especially TikTok, is algorithms that are ultra precise, which might seem amazing at first. But when you look deeper, it's not so simple. Are algorithms truly beneficial, or are they more harmful than we realize? Social media algorithms are designed to personalize a user's feed by analyzing what they interact with, likes, shares, viewing duration, and more. It's similar to a slot machine. You don't know exactly what you'll get next, but the algorithm ensures it's something you've shown interest in. TikTok, for example, has one of the sharpest algorithms, pushing content based on even the slightest engagement. But here's the problem: algorithms can be too accurate. While they show us content we enjoy, like sports, arts, or science, they also predict what we might want to see, even when it's harmful. Looking at social media's unrealistic standards, it highlights only the best parts of someone's lives, filtering out everything that isn't perfect. This can lead to low self-esteem, comparison, and negative mental health effects. There are many cases exactly like this, especially in younger girls who are given For You pages with content having ties to increased anxiety, eating disorders, and negative feelings in general. Essentially, we get fed content that negatively affects us, causing social media to be one of the reasons of the mental health crisis. So, we have to ask, are social media algorithms really that good? Doing a further deep dive into algorithms, we could compare social media from the past to now and look at the role algorithms have in social media. Remember MySpace, or at least maybe you've heard of it? One of the first popular social medias in the early 2000s. MySpace was simply about connecting with real-life friends and creating profiles. There were no complex algorithms, just the basic feed, and it was not addictive. Unlike one of today's most popular social media, at least for teens, TikTok. TikTok focuses on ultra-personalized algorithms, curating content based on every tiny interaction. It's designed to keep users scrolling for as long as possible, and it allows users to be influenced easily. Mental health concerns have spiked, and social media influence is stronger than ever. But what do real people think? I conducted a survey among teenagers at my high school, and here's what I found. Unshockingly, the majority of respondents noticed that algorithms constantly adjust based on what they view. But interestingly, only 4.3% of the sample size reported that the algorithms overall improve their mood. And then 78.3% reported that their experience with algorithms is a mix of good and bad. Additionally, more than half said that they've been concerned about their social media use, especially because of how much time it drains and affects their mental state. If so many people feel conflicted about social media, what does this mean ethically? To make a well-versed conclusion about social media algorithms, we can use an ethical framework. Let's look at utilitarianism, an ethical framework that focuses on maximizing the greatest good for the greatest number of people. Simply put, doing the most good for the most amount of people. To apply this to social media, we need to weigh the positives and negatives. We've been talking a lot about the negative effects of social media, but there are definitely positives. Social media allows for global connection. You can interact with people all over the world. How awesome is that? It provides entertainment and enjoyment. And it can be a source of information and even education. Now let's look at the negatives a bit more clearly. Though it gives us enjoyment, they are only quick hits of dopamine. The misinformation spreads easily. And of course, social media has been linked to increased anxiety, depression, and addiction. Both sides are compelling, but from a utilitarian standpoint, the negatives outweigh the positives. Even though we get enjoyment from social media, the long-term effects on people and society are incredibly harmful. And what's at the root of these harms? Algorithms, something that wasn't as prevalent during the MySpace era. Social media its algorithms is like a drug, so addictive and harmful. Even more, former Facebook CEO Sean Parker says social media will consume as much of your time and conscious attention as possible. Although it seems that social media algorithms might be unethical, we have to consider who's the one who's responsible. As in, should social media companies be held accountable for making algorithms safer and healthier? Or is it up to the users to recognize the problem and limit their own usage? Since algorithms are ethically questionable, it shouldn't be entirely up to users. Social media companies must be evaluated based on ethical frameworks. Most social media today doesn't maximize benefits, and therefore, the experience of social media and algorithms should change to improve the well-being of more people. Since social media does have positives, I believe there is potential. Regulations can be difficult on social media. However, algorithm transparency, making it clear how content is recommended, would really make a difference. Further, algorithm adjustments ensure that harmful content is not pushed to vulnerable users. Social media isn't going anywhere, but how it's designed matters for a more healthy experience with social media. Despite research and opinions, going back to what I said earlier, ethical dilemmas have no clear answer. So, what do you think? Are social media algorithms ethical? And if not, then who's to blame?